Imagine giving oral sex and feeling flat, fatigued, or disconnected instead of excited. Before you try again, what if I told you there's a subtle hormonal or prostate imbalance at play that could be undermining your performance and even your health? Stay tuned. What you think is purely arousal might actually be a sign your body is crying for help. Welcome. I'm your host, guiding you through health topics you rarely see discussed, but desperately need clarity on. Today's subject? Why your sexual performance, or lack thereof, might trace back not to your mind, but to hormones or your prostate. If you've ever felt underwhelmed, tired, or overly sensitive during oral sex, or developed bedtime patterns of frequent urination, reduced stamina, or lower libido, this video may reveal what's really going on. We'll explore scientific insights, emotional impact, and a natural perspective that's changing lives behind the scenes. Let's begin with hormones, specifically testosterone and its derivative, DHT. These play a key role in libido, energy, stamina, and sensation. Low testosterone, estrogen dominance, or elevated cortisol can reduce nerve sensitivity, diminish arousal, and dull pleasure. Imagine being up close focused, but feeling nothing. Or worse, feeling overstimulated and then shutting down. That disconnect? It's not psychological. It's biochemical. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which suppresses testosterone. Nutritional deficiencies, like low zinc or vitamin D, can degrade hormone production. Some men experience this silently for years, chalking it up to aging or stress. Meanwhile, performance sinks and self-esteem takes a knock. Scientific studies show low testosterone is linked with erectile dysfunction, fatigue, and reduced response to stimulation. But that's only the surface. There's often a deeper root that overlaps with urinary health and, yes, your prostate. It might surprise you that the prostate plays a bigger role than commonly thought, not only in urination, but in sexual response. When the prostate becomes inflamed or enlarged, even slightly, it can press on nerves and blood vessels critical to arousal and sensation. Enlarged prostate, commonly called BPH, affects hormone metabolism, blood flow, and pelvic nerve signals. Frequent nighttime urination, nocturia, and weak energy can go hand in hand with decreased sexual sensitivity. One medical review highlighted that men with night urination symptoms report lower sexual satisfaction. If you're waking more than once a night to pee, or feeling fatigued and unfocused by day, your body may be signaling a prostate imbalance. This isn't inevitable with age. It's a biochemical cascade beginning with inflammation, hormonal disruption, and poor circulation. And while many prescriptions address symptoms, they often ignore the real cause: stagnant blood flow, hormone imbalance, and toxin accumulation in the prostate. What you'll hear next offers a more natural roadmap. Consider this real-life example. A man in his mid-40s, let's call him Alex. Alex always enjoyed intimacy. After switching jobs and burning out, he began waking twice per night to urinate. He noticed his mornings feeling heavier, lower mood, slower responses, less physical excitement. One night, during oral sex, he felt numbness. It was confusing and alarming. His mind was willing, but his body felt muted. He lost confidence, grew anxious, and avoided intimacy. Home tests came back normal, but a doctor noticed slightly elevated PSA, suggesting mild prostate inflammation. His doctor mentioned hormone testing, low testosterone, elevated estradiol, sluggish nitric oxide levels. Despite 40s still being well within prime years, Alex's body was aging fast. He explored nutrition, hydration timing, pelvic circulation exercises, zinc and vitamin D support. Within weeks, his nocturnal trips halved, morning clarity returned, and sensation improved. He described it as feeling connected again, and not just in sex, but in life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss out on reliable insights to support your health and well-being. Let's examine the underlying research. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine linked nocturia with lower sexual arousal scores. Another clinical paper indicated that restoring nitric oxide through diet and botanical support improved blood flow and prostate circulation, boosting both urinary and sexual function. Low zinc levels have been correlated with reduced testosterone and poor prostate health. A deficiency can lead to elevated estrogen, weaker erections, and diminished sensation. Meanwhile, vitamin D plays a regulatory role. Many men with low D levels report fatigue, low libido, and increased urinary frequency. When inflammation builds in prostate tissue, free nerve endings become hypersensitive or suppressed, affecting stimulation response. Simultaneously, reduced blood flow impairs erectile stamina and tactile response. These aren't theories, they're peer-reviewed findings. And more importantly, they offer actionable steps: lifestyle changes, micronutrient optimization, and targeted support for hormonal balance and prostate circulation. Here's what science and clinical practice recommend. 1. Optimize your nutrients. Ensure adequate zinc, vitamin D, magnesium. These support hormone production and prostate health. 2. Sleep timing. Limit fluids 90 minutes before bed. This helps reduce nighttime interruptions without dehydration. 3. Improve circulation. Exercise, pelvic stretches, and dietary antioxidants like forsythia, sesame, or beetroot can enhance nitric oxide and blood flow. 4. Reduce inflammation. Avoid plastics, processed foods, and toxins associated with oxidative stress in prostate tissue. 5. Consistency matters. Small changes daily, diet, stress reduction, gentle movement, can lead to big results. Many men discover that addressing underlying imbalance, not just masking symptoms, restores broader vitality. Suddenly, intimacy feels natural again. Energy returns. Sleep resets. Performance improves not through pressure, but by healing. I understand this might feel overwhelming or surprising, but change is possible, and you don't need prescriptions or surgery to start. If you're waking at night, feeling less responsive during intimate moments, or just not yourself anymore, click the pinned comment below. You'll find a video that explains the underlying hormone-prostate connection and a natural approach that many men have followed with great success. This isn't hype. It's a gentle, science-based roadmap to support your hormonal health, improve prostate function, and help you feel connected again without risky interventions. Click the pinned comment to learn more. If this video helped you feel seen or better informed, please consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who deserves better health. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourself from the inside out.